guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing kind of like a wife talk, but we're going to talk about the 5 love languages and how to implement them in your marriage with your husband. So I am super excited to do this because this was a game changer in my marriage. A lot of people don't even realize how important the 5 love languages are. So first, let's go over the 5 love languages and what they are. So we have physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, and then gifts, like gift giving, gift receiving. So with those 5 love languages, the first thing you want to do is figure out your husband's order and just think about what would make him the most happy. Now, there's lots of like little quizzes online that you can take and do it from your husband's perspective. What does he enjoy? Like when you buy him things, does he get like really excited when you give him, like get him his favorite hot sauce at the store? Is he like really thankful and grateful? Or is it just like a yeah type of thing? You know what I mean? Or like when you love on him or massage his shoulders or give him extra kisses or hold his hands, does that really bring joy to him? When you compliment him and tell him what a good job he's doing as a father and a husband, does that make him extra happy? When you do things for him, bake him a cake, bake cookies, pack his lunch, lay his clothes out, iron his clothes, whatever it is. When you do those things, does that make him extra happy? So let's figure out those things. So for my husband, his top 3 are, and I like to do top 3. My husband's top 3 are physical touch, words of affirmation, and then it's kind of like a toss-up between acts of service and quality time. So I do acts of service, but I incorporate quality time usually with the physical touch and all of the other things. So, and then same with gift giving. So I kind of tie in all 5 as much as I can, because it is important to do all 5, but the top 3 are what you want to focus on a more regular basis. And you want to make sure that you're fueling that love language daily. And a lot of people don't realize that. So for me, as like with my husband, my least love language is physical touch. I am not a touchy-feely person. I really am not. I could care less about holding hands and, you know, being rubbed on and things like that. But because I know it's important to my husband, I make the conscious effort every day to, when I walk by him, to graze his back, or when we're in the car, to reach over and grab his hand, or to make sure that I give him extra kisses, or to cuddle up with him, and just to make sure that I am giving make sure that I'm feeding those love languages for him, even though they're not my love languages. Now, I don't hate them, and knowing that I'm making him happy actually feeds one of my love languages, because I am very much an acts of service. Like, I like doing acts of service, and to me that's like acts of service for me, and I am also touching him and feeding his love language. So it's like a win-win. And then another one is acts of service for my husband. So just me making sure that the house is tidy and making his lunch and buying things he likes at the grocery store for his lunch. And that's like gift giving at the same time. So those are all different ways, things that I do for my husband that feed his 5 love languages, and it makes a huge difference in our marriage. And I didn't really think that it would, but after I started implementing these things, it really made a big change. So I highly suggest figuring out your husband's love languages and implementing them. Now, for gift givers, if your husband is somebody who wants gifts, it doesn't have to be tangible, big items all of the time, because that is something that I've heard with many women that I've spoken to about the 5 love languages is, oh my gosh, my husband loves getting gifts, but I can't afford his gifts. He likes Nike and things like that. Well, so does my husband. He is extremely expensive. So I couldn't give my husband gifts like that all of the time, especially because we're on a budget. But what I can do is give the gift of a love note in his lunchbox. That's sweet, and it's not only is it giving him a little gift, and that may seem silly, but that little post-it note is a gift. And it is fueling another love language, which is words of affirmation. I could put something sweet like, "You look really handsome today and I love you a lot." That is fueling multiple love languages. So just like I love to habit stack with cleaning and routines and things like that, I also like to love language stack, so to speak. And I highly suggest doing that. Find ways to kind of bunch them together. Just like you can give a compliment of how he smells nice as you're hugging him. That's 2 love languages in one. Yeah, so anyways, that is my video for today. I just wanted to talk about the 5 love languages and how you should implement them in your marriage. And if you are a 5 love language person, tell me your love languages, your top 3 love languages in the comments below, like the order that they go, and your husband's. And if you have any advice to other women on ways to fuel their husband's love languages, leave them in the comments below, because I feel like as women we always need ideas. So leave them in the comment box below, and I will actually pin a comment of different ways you can fuel each love language in the comments below or in the description box. Either way. Maybe I'll do it in both areas. So that way you guys have a little tangible list that you could read of things that you could do for your husbands to fuel their love languages and to help your marriage evolve more. And just so you know, when you're fueling your husband's love language, it naturally makes them fuel yours and helps them figure out yours. And you could even openly tell them, hey, these are my love languages, can you try to fulfill them? And they will. Like actually I haven't said this in any videos, but when you're in a healthy marriage, communication, you should openly be able to speak to your husband about these things. And if you feel that you can't, you really need to work on that aspect of your marriage. And if you need some advice on how to communicate with your husband, let me know, and I would love to make future videos on communicating with your husband. And yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I know I haven't done a sit down video in a long time, but I'm super excited to be back on YouTube, and I'm super excited to give more marriage, homemaking, traditional Christian, loving, godly, mothering content. This is where I feel God has really called me, and especially now that I am a, you know, traditional stay-at-home tradwife mom. What is it? How would I even put that? A traditional wife and mother, biblical mother, wife, all of the things. I am super excited to just be on this platform and be able to share with you guys. I was pretty big on TikTok, but I stepped back from it because that fast format content just wasn't, it's not good for your brain. I do make some short like videos on here, short form videos over here, but I prefer more of longer content. So you will see videos all different, longer, shorter over here, but they have more value. It's not just like dancing and food and things like that. It's homemaking, mothering, wife, all of those things. And that's what I feel like God has really called me to share, because cultivating motherhood and being a good godly wife is something that I feel the world really needs, and traditional gender roles is acceptable, and I am tired of it not being acceptable. And so I am here to stand my ground and share with you guys how you can have traditional gender roles, and even if you do work outside of the home, you can still be a traditional wife to your husband and feed those love languages. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope that you guys stick around. Please hit that like button and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification.